Okay, so today I thought I would go into how I organise my goals for the year, and it's already the 10th of January. But do you know what? It doesn't matter, because you can do goals anytime during the year. You don't have to get everything set up and clear in January, because we all know it all changes anyway as you go on. And if you watch my last video about my 2021 goals, you'll see that I did not really achieve them all. So I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to just do it with an open mind. And if I don't achieve them all, then that's just how life is, isn't it? But you've got to give yourself a good roadmap to go through the year. So let's just dive right in. I've made a few notes, so if you see me glancing at bits of paper, that's what I'm doing. But mostly I'm going to flesh it all out on this video here. So I'm going to use Trello, which is essentially like an online to-do list. I know some people use like Asana, what's the other one called? Notion, or stuff like this. They're all kind of similar. So my first list is going to be general goals. Then I'm going to do quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3 and quarter 4. Now, I started doing quarterly goals last year, and when I tell you how helpful it was, honestly, I cannot recommend it enough, and I will do it like this every time from now on. And I've also made and printed out some little sheets, because I don't know about you guys, but having it online is not enough for me. I like to have it behind you, actually, on my desk, and I had it, this version, up last year, and being able to just glance at it, and where I'm thinking, right, we're in September now, what was our plan for September? And then I just glance at it and it's there. I actually get stuff done, which is a miracle. So I made these two specific quarters there, which is going to be the same as what I'm putting on this thing here. And then I'm going to break it down, so each quarter will have a sheet like this, and it will have the goals for the quarter, but I'll break them down into the 3 months, because as you know, each quarter has 3 months in it: January to March, April to June, July, September, October to December. So January, February, March, etc. And then I'll break down the goal into tasks that will achieve that goal. And then from there, I put those to-do lists in my diary and break it down on a weekly basis. And that's how you get stuff done. So let's get on. Right, I'm going to stop being sassy now. So, 2022 goals. Now, I wrote these down in my diary the other day. So, life goal, there's only one this year, and that is to purchase a house. And to do that, I need money. So, a lot of my business goals this year are monetary based, because yes, I need cash flow this year to buy a house. Right, so the first one, a bit of a wild card, is start selling articles. Oh, can't spell. It's a good start to selling articles, isn't it? Because I really enjoyed writing at uni, and one day I would like to write a book, or 2 or 3 or many. So I figured a good way to get into the habit of writing and make money is to start selling articles to relevant magazines. Right, then I've got some more specific monetary goals. I want £200 a month in client-based income by the end of quarter 2, which I can't tell if this is ambitious or not. I don't think it is very ambitious. I think I could probably do that quite easily. I only need a couple more clients really to get that sorted. But, you know, it's just a rough marker, because then by the end of the year, I want to be making, oh, bloody hell. I want to be making £500 a month client income by end of year. So having that break at quarter 2 just to like check my progress, I should be at £200 a month minimum. then I will know if I'm on track to get the 500 by the end of the year. So fingers crossed. And again, I might not achieve these because directions change. I might think, oh, I've decided to do something else and it makes more money even, blah blah blah. But as it stands, that's my general prediction. I would like to go to spelling class, monetized on YouTube, and then in brackets 1,000 subs. I don't know how feasible this is because currently I have 43 subscribers, so I've got a bit of way to go, but you know, it's a nice passive income stream, so I would really like to get there. And then as a other note to this, if I achieve that, I would like to make £50 a month AdSense. Now, this isn't necessarily just YouTube, because I also have a blog and I have previously set up an AdSense account, so I could put ads on my blog page, and I think I'm going to do that. And to do that I need to start writing more blog posts, which isn't on my list, but yeah, I am going to try and do that. And I think £50 a month is like not a lot obviously, but if I want it to be set up this year earning money, then I feel like that's a decent chunk to go from nothing right now to £50 at the end of the year, knowing how much work it is to actually establish a passive income stream. That's the thing with them, they're passive once you've done them, but getting to that stage, work. Right, I would also like to do one workshop / talk / demonstration per quarter. So last month I did a workshop at a local secondary school and I really enjoyed it, and you can earn like a good chunk of money from doing those. I mean, not a lot, I suppose a lot, but if I'm only doing one a quarter then it doesn't even out as a lot, but they're quite labour intensive, and I'm a bit of an introverted person, so I would find it emotionally challenging to, mentally challenging to do one every month. Plus a lot of admin and organisation, because once you finish one, you're like, right, when's the next one? So I'd like to space them out, and if I really get on with it and I get some consistency going in my plans and stuff, then maybe I will do one a month. But for now, I want to aim for one a quarter, just to keep my toe in that area of things, area of the business. And yeah, it'll be fun. Then, going on to the artwork side of things, I like to sell one original piece per month, because the one thing I really struggle with is creating work. I can sit here and I can do admin, but actually getting my sewing machine out and making myself create something, I'm not that good at. So if I want to sell one original piece per month, I'm going to have to get that sewing machine out and crack on. And then that's extra income as well, because obviously an original, it's not cheap. So, you know your worth, guys. Don't sell your originals for cheap money. So yeah, and then to finish us off, I've just got a couple of, I'm going to say arbitrary goals, but I'll be satisfied if I get to them. Here we go. 2k followers on Contrary to Reason Insta by the end of the year. Currently I've got 700 followers, so I feel like I could do it if I really crack on. And then relating to that, because I want to establish myself outside of the business, because if I want to get into writing, I feel like it's important to have a solo presence. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but not attached to a business, just as because you're a writer, so when you write an article it'll just say by Rachel Anderson, not by Contrary to Reason or anything like that. So I would like to have 1k followers on my personal Insta, Contrary to Reason Rach, and I've currently got 400, so I think that would be quite hard, because it's harder to grow a personal Insta than it is a business one, because I don't really know how, well, I don't know how you do that. If anyone knows how to grow like a personal brand on Insta, please let me know. Please drop a comment, because this is the thing where I fall short on. So apart from just posting consistently and maybe doing some reels, which I already do a couple of, yeah, don't really know. So anyway, So now we've got the vague goals. Well, they're not that vague. And by the way, if you are into Trello, you can open the card, right? And then you can put more details in here, and you can give it a date, like a deadline, etc. And there's an app you can get on your phone as well. It's not just on here. And it'll notify you if the deadline's coming up, etc. But I don't really do that. So start selling articles. I was gonna say write 1 per month. Start approaching. No, not approaching. Oh bloody hell! Start researching editors' details. There you go. And then that's my little info in there. They're all quite self-explanatory to me. So, my priorities are, I need £200 a month in client income by the end of quarter 2, so that is going to have to be quite quick. So, how am I going to do that? I'm going to build newsletter. Oh, bloody hell. List for clients. I really can't type. I'm actually good at spelling. And then I can promote my client services to my mailing list, which will be really nice. What else I think? I want to make free resources for clients. Because I do loads of things on paper. Like I've just shown you these, which by the way, I'll tell you how you can download these at the end of the video. I'll just tell you now, if you go to the description, you'll see my mailing list sign up. If you sign up to the mailing list, I will send you these and you can print them off and do them at home. Anyway, so yeah, I do loads of stuff on paper, and I thought I could turn some of them into actual worksheets, and then you guys could do them and my clients, and I'll just send like a pack of worksheets out to each new client. So yes, I would like to do that. And then Google Form sign up for new clients. If I'm going to be taking new people on, I need to streamline the way that happens. So I was going to make a quick Google form being like, what's your business, what are your aims for the next 3, 6, 12 months, whatever, so I can get a gist of where this person wants to go and if I can help them with that, and the details and stuff like that. And I just think that will really streamline the process. Right, so that's client stuff sorted. I also could do too. So if I'm at 700 followers, I think by the end of quarter 1, could I have 1,000 followers on Instagram? Yeah, why not? So these are still goals at this point. I mean, these are kind of like to-dos, but I'm also putting still goals on here. Right. And then extra followers will be more people for me to promote my client services to. So that will really work out. Right. Also, monetize on YouTube. This is going to be a theme every quarter, because to get to 1,000 subs, I really need to be consistent. So, one YouTube vid every week. Definitely achievable for me. Let me just... Yeah, and then related to the AdSense as well, I need to be consistent in the format in here, 1 blog post every, I'm going to say fortnight. I shouldn't say fortnight because people might be American. I've heard you don't know what a fortnight is. It's every 2 weeks. Sorry if that was patronising. I don't know why we say fortnight. Every 2 weeks. And then that's not as demanding, and I can think about an idea, but it's still bringing traffic to my blog, so hopefully that's okay. Here, since I've decided I'm going to do a workshop every quarter, just need to put that in there. Make sure We do a workshop. Right. 1 original piece per month. Selling caps. It's not as dramatic this time. Photograph places of interest for embroidery. So if you've not seen my work before, I like to embroider on my sewing machine like buildings and architecture and stuff. So I'm gonna, with this goal, photograph places so that when I come to create a piece I've already got like an image there, because nothing slows you down more than not having the reference ready. So yeah, if I photograph a load of places this first quarter, then I could have content for the year. That would be great. Right, we've addressed, no we haven't addressed that. Start selling articles. Brainstorm ideas for articles, and then again, like the photographing place of interest, I should have a catalogue of ideas to come to throughout the year. Research, editors. I'll probably I think I've already started this last year, but I started a list of editors to contact for publications that I thought might be interesting, the kind of thing I'll be writing about, which is like art and textiles, that kind of thing. So I think that'll do for quarter 1. Then quarter 2, how many followers do I want to be at by then? I want to be at 500 followers on my personal Instagram. I mean, is that a good rate of growth? I'm not sure if it is. Anyway, and then I want to be, I've got 3 quarters left in which to gain 1,000 followers for my Contrary to Reason Instagram. So that's about 330 followers per quarter, but I'm going to assume that the rate of growth will increase the bigger it gets, the bigger the number is. So for this quarter, I'm just going to go for 1.25k followers on CTR Insta. Right, and then let's just, while I'm on this train of thought, then I want to be on 750. I'm going to just abbreviate now because we know what I'm talking about. I've done this, okay. And then I want to be at 1.6. And then by the end of this, we'll be at 1k. If this happens, I'll be genuinely buzzing. But like I said, it is a vanity metric. It doesn't mean a lot because I could have 2,000 followers and they could not really give a shit about what I do. But hopefully, the way I go about it, it will be quite sustainable. So, that being said, if I want to get 1k subs on YouTube by the end of that quarter, I need about, I'm going to say 400 subs here, and then a nice middle ground for that would be about 700. What do we think? It's going to be hard work this year, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Quarter 2, I need to do my tax return. And then I also need to start using accounting software when the new tax year starts, which will be in April. Because I don't currently, I do it manually in an accounting book, which is very old-fashioned. Let me show you. This is obviously an old one because it says Peach Band Studio on, but yeah, look at that, that's actually a blank page. Yeah, that's how I do it. But HMRC, which is who we report our taxes to in the UK, are taking steps to make it all digital. So if you're not currently using an accounting software, you might want to get on it. I think it's by 2023, which now I'm realising is next year. Bloody hell. So I do really need to do that in April. Right, okay. So that's on there, so I won't forget. Right, what else? So what I'm going to do is actually on quarter one is add AdSense to blog. Now these lists might get quite long, but when I get to this, obviously I'm going to break down the whole quarter one list into 3 further sections, so it's going to seem much more manageable. So it doesn't really matter at the minute how long it is. Okay. What else? Because last year I did stuff like I wanted to apply to Not on the High Street, and I was like, well, that can wait till like quarter 3. But kind of all the goals I've got this year, they really need to be set in motion now so I can build on them throughout the year. So I feel like this list is going to be quite quarter 1 heavy, because that's when I'm getting everything established. So, but speaking of, let's put in quarter 2, sell first article. So I've spent the first quarter of the year prepping, researching editors, writing, hopefully, and by quarter 2 comes, or during quarter 2, I will have pitched an idea and an editor will have said, yes, I will pay you £1,000 for this. No, probably not going to pay that much, but anything's better than nothing. So hopefully quarter 2, I'm going to make it happen, and then by quarter 3, I'm going to sell 1 article per month, because I'll be on a roll in theory. Then I don't know if I dare go 1 per fortnight, because I don't know if I'm going to have the time. So I'm just going to write again, sell 1, because I feel like that's quite a nice little earner there. I feel like it's not bad money for writing articles. It's not loads. Like if I sold 1 article a month and that was all I did, I would be quite bankrupt probably. But considering it's just another side piece of my income, I think 1 a month it will be nice, decent, manageable, you know. So that's on there. Right, what else? Blog posts. See, I've already got that as 1 every 2 weeks in quarter 1. Do I dare go to 1 every week? It's a lot of work, isn't it? Let's come back to that. Do you know what I did want to do actually? Here we go. Skillshare courses. And I'm just going to add some details. Machine embroidery course. I would like to do a machine embroidery course on Skillshare. And I know you can set up different modules. So I was thinking maybe like setting up the machine ready to use. What else? I did have ideas. Freestyling the embroidery, and then using a photograph, which if you have seen my work, you'll know is how I do most things. So just so I don't forget my ideas there. And that'll be a nice little income earner, hopefully. I don't actually know much about Skillshare at all, but you know, hopefully that will be nice. Do you know what I'm going to write in here as well? Monetized. Oh, bloody hell. Right. Just for motivation. So I'm going to add AdSense to my blog in quarter 1, and in my experience when I did this before, you have to get a lot of traffic on your blog page to be earning money. So I'm going to put it in quarter 3. Get first, oh, it's not that dramatic. Get first payout from AdSense. because I believe, and anyone feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but your payout needs to be like more than £50 or something like that before they'll like cash it out. You can't just earn £1 and then pay you £1. I'm sure it has to be more than a certain amount. So maybe that's even quite ambitious. I mean, it is, because I've put £50 a month AdSense by the end of the year. But I'm going to leave it in Q3 because, yeah, I am. So hopefully I'm that good at writing blog posts that you'll all love it. By the way, anything that I mention, I'm going to put in the description. So my blog's already there, my newsletter's already there. Anything else that I mention in this video will be there, hopefully. So do go and check me out and help me along my way. I would appreciate it. And if you want me to check any of your stuff out, I will. Please, let's return the favour, drop some links, whatever. Let's all have a great year. Anyway, right. What else? So, newsletter list for clients, right. I want to be sending one client newsletter every month, and then by Q4 hopefully I'll have enough clients and enough interest and enough tips to share with you all that I can send one client newsletter every 2 weeks. So I would say a week, but I don't want to be spammy, so it's going to be every 2 weeks. And I'll always try, if you think about signing up, I'll always try and include a freebie in there, and it will always have like a tip or a trick or, you know, just something useful in there, because otherwise what would be the point? So yeah, right, so I've done that. Yeah, following that up. Blog post, that's just going to tick over. Yeah, I'm going to keep that as every 2 weeks for the rest of the year. Workshop, that needs to go in each one, doesn't it? In fact, I'm trying to see if you could duplicate. I'll tell you what you can do. If I don't finish any of these, I can just slide them right into the next quarter. But I'm going to put that on its own in every one. Workshop. I'm putting workshop, but as I put in my general goals list, it could be a workshop, a talk, or a demo, you know, just something along those lines of some kind of like afternoon session where I can just tell a bunch of people about what I do and get some money. Right, one original piece per month. What can I do to make that more likely to happen? So I've photographed places of interest, so I'll have like a bank of images hopefully. What else can I do? I mean, I just need to turn up, don't I, every month and just say, right, time to make my original piece. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Start a related newsletter, because I'll have my client newsletter, but people that are interested in my client services may not be interested in my art and pieces, so they really need to be 2 separate lists. So I'm not in a desperate rush to start that yet, because I'm only going to be creating 1 new piece a month and whatnot, and I've still got Instagram obviously, and Facebook and TikTok. So it's not a desperate need, but it would be a nice extra bit of promotion. So yes, I'll start that in Q2. Don't know how I'm going to get people to sign up. Would you just sign up just because you want to? I mean, some people would, but some people like an incentive, don't they? But I'm not sure what that incentive could be. Again, any tips in the comments, please. Please. Yeah, so that's what I can do to help me sell that 1 original piece every month. I'm sure with the studio group that I'm involved in as well, we're going to have some exhibition and stuff going on this year. I'm sure we'll have something, so that will go in nicely as well, but I can't really factor that in yet because currently we don't have plans. So we'll just have to see how that one goes. What else? Right, how's quarter 3 looking? So by quarter 3, I really want to be up in my Instagram game. This is going to be so hard. But I mean, if you don't set high goals, then what's the point? You know, you've got to challenge yourself. I'm sure I probably actually won't meet these, and I should not say that. But, you know, you've got to aim, haven't you? So there we go. Instagram strategy, right. Consistent posting on CTR Insta. And then, because that is not a very clear goal, how am I going to measure that? I need to decide now. Consistent posting on CTR Insta, no more than 4 days without posting. Good start. Don't want my audience to forget who I am. Stories. You should really story every day if you can, but I'm going to say stories every other day. And varying content, e.g. reels, carousels, live. I don't just want to post pictures of work and stuff, so yeah, I feel like that is a good mix of things to get engagement and get them followers up. So yeah, fingers crossed. Live. I don't think I've actually been live on the Contrary to Reason account. I have been live before, but I'm not sure what I should do. But I guess I could just do a live video of me on my sewing machine. I mean, again, any ideas? I feel like this video is more for me to get ideas off you than it is for you to get them off me, but, you know. Right. I'm going to leave this at that for now, but now we're going to go to the sheets and break it down, make more of a to-do list. So I'm going to write those down into this, and then you can join me to break them down. So yes, let's go. Okay, as you can see, we've lost the light a little bit, so we're doing it by candlelight, but hopefully you can still see. So don't worry if you can't read what this says. It's basically what we just did on the Trello app. My printer's making noise, obviously, why wouldn't it? So here we're just going to look at quarter 1 and just be really specific. So quarter 1, and then we've got January, February and March. So now I'm going to break down all of these into 3 months. So for example, my newsletter is for clients. I would like to do that sooner rather than later, so that's going to go in January. Hope my head's not covering what I'm doing. For clients. But then adding AdSense to my blog, not as urgent, although I would like to get it done soonish, so I'm going to put that in February. AdSense to blog. And then workshops, I'm not going to worry about that till March, but I will need to start planning. So what I'm going to do in February in my to-do is research local groups to teach to. So then I can inform myself on who I will be doing my workshop for. So you've got to think like in advance. I'm gonna put 1 blog post every 2 weeks in January, and also 1 YouTube vid per week. Those are things I want to do immediately. I'm also going to cross these off here because I've got them on Trello, and I'm not going to put this up on my wall. I'm only going to put these on my wall. So I've done workshop, I've done AdSense, I've done video, blog, newsletter list. Right. So now you get the gist. I'm just going to work through and we'll come back in a minute. Right, so as you can see now, this crazy list of stuff is broken down into January, my busiest month on here. It's actually only 4 main points to do. So that's really manageable. That's like 1 per week. And some of them are quite straightforward, like create a Google sign-up form. That won't take long. That's like 1 morning job. And then you just got to think about forward planning. So in March, if I want to do a workshop, I need to research the groups that I can teach to in February and approach groups. I've put that there. And then looking forward to April, I want to go digital for my tax return. So in March, I need to research accounting software. So it's always good at the end of the quarter to look towards the next quarter. So yeah, so now I'm going to blast through the next 3 and I'll see you at the other end. Well, thank you for watching my video. It's starting to get dark here, as you will have noticed as I was writing my notes. It is by candlelight. That is nearly finished, isn't it? Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you would like one of these sheets for yourself, then please sign up to my newsletter and I will send you something valuable every time I send you an email. I do not spam. If it's not useful, I won't send it. So please do sign up if you're interested in this kind of thing. Visit my blog, all that stuff. I would love it. And leave a comment about your 2022 goals. Anything like that, I would love to hear it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.